Call to order the City Council regular session, January the 6th, 2020 at 6 p.m. at the City Municipal Building. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Janet, take a roll call, please.
Alderpersons Goodhue.
Here.
Hanson.
Here.
Plum.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Scott.
Here.
Wade.
Here.
Mayor Panaleo.
Here. Approval or correction of minutes for the meeting held on December the 16th, 2019. Public hearing, regular session, and special session.
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from the meeting held December 16, 2019.
I'll second that.
Janet, take a roll call.
Robinson.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Wade.
Yes.
Goodhue.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Plum.
Yes.
Petitions and communications, citizen comment, discussion on any topic brought before the council during petitions and communications. And I believe that we have a gentleman from Bucks Recycling to speak with us. If you want to just come up here and just stand for, you have 10 minutes to speak.
10 minutes.
If you want to even go up with the podium a little bit. You can go over and stand over that way and face the podium. That would-
Hi, everybody.
Aye.
I bought the original, or what was called Bucks Recycling. It is now Gruber Automotive. I'm more into the car business. But I've recognized a big problem here because of the property being a salvage yard for years and Buck being in there. When I first got there, I'd show up some mornings and there'd be piles full of stuff in front of the door. And I know a little bit about the recycling business because of being in the automotive business. You seem to have run into that. And I had come and seen your fabulous mayor here about a month ago. And I told her, I said, you know, I don't know if you're aware, but I pulled out 57,000 pounds of iron out of this county last year. And better than 8,000 pounds of cans. So I came to the conclusion, just in talking to her, because I had cleaned some properties up here, helped the residents, or whether there were a foreclosure, I'd never got into the, you know, the mechanism of that, but I could tell there was something going on. People would stop and say, you interested in cleaning all that up? So I look it over. I mean, the problem with another thing that I see here is, you know, it's the county is a business. So when they built the dump, if you want to call it, or they charge for all their appliances, and they do it everywhere. It's not, but when it comes to refrigerators and freezers, you know, I've had the license for all that for 40 years. So, and I had talked to them about it up there, and they just said, well, you know, we take them, and whatever they, you know, do with them is their prerogative. But a lot of people, when you charge $25 to get rid of something, if you're on a fixed income, that's a lot of money. And like I said, and as the population here is, they're older, retired. You know, I mean, I'm getting there. So I recognize, I think something can be done. And it's just trying to figure out how we can do it, you know, just to, you know, I'm trying to learn. I'm the new guy, so I want to help. I think we can do something with this. For a period of time here, of course, to try to get rid of some of the iron, you know, the price was so bad that you couldn't afford to take it. So I've been working with a few companies, and And we're gonna put some dumpsters together, so if somebody wants to bring something to me, they can throw it in the dumpster. Because that, of course, handling stuff 2 or 3 times doesn't help my, situation either. So, but I believe that if something can, I'm not sure how we could go about it. If they're aware, people are aware. Since I had talked to her, it's kind of funny, some fella that must own some rentals in town here, he stopped right after the holiday and dumped me 4 freezers, fridges. I mean, he came in, I was working, and he says, "You take these?" "Sure." And he said, "I heard you did." And I didn't know, he was kind of in a hurry, but he said, "Man, I really appreciate it," because, if I sat out there and calculated it, he'd almost have $200 worth of, would it cost him? And, I can process them right away. I don't, part of the issue that, they're worried about me having a mess up there. Well, I process the stuff right away. We took the stuff in the next day. I mean, it's not no big deal as far as money. I mean, if somebody says, "Hey, he's getting a small fortune," no, that's not it. It's not, it's a dime at a time. I was always telling people, because it helped everybody out. And, and of course, they come in and say, "What do you actually do here?" I say, "I fix your car." So I get car work out of it. So that's important to me, because it's about the best advertisement you can get without spending, putting big billboards up and saying, "Hey, I'm here now." And it's been working that way. I meet different people every day. It's kind of neat. I'm a people guy, so I've been doing it forever. So but I never realized how, you got a problem here. I think I can help you with it. But we just got to figure out how we can, give somebody the alternative to get rid of the stuff. That's, because some people just don't know. They stop me, they say, "You take that?" I said, "Sure." Some people are dragging it around in their trunk, for heaven's sakes. I'm amazed. Air conditioners or whatever, So I mean, they didn't want to pay the $25 or $10 or, and they said, "You're willing to take that?" I said, "Sure." And then they say, "Come back to the house if you, give me an address," and I go there, and if there's something I can do for you. I mean, the unfortunate thing, sometimes they want me to take things that cost me money. So we have to learn how to offset it. I say, "You give me $10 for that, and I'll get rid of the rest of it," because like tires are a problem. They're 3.5 a piece, I guess, if you want to get, and of course, we don't want to talk about it. I got 20 of them here that got to go in that people dumped on me. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. I got to work it into the program. So, but I'm willing to do that, because I think in the long run, and as her and me discussed, you got a mess. There's a mess in this county. But I think if people get an alternative, I don't think they've ever had that option. That's the way I gather it, because if these guys are in the business of the iron, they should be working with you. That's my feeling. I mean, if that's solely their business. And I see a bit, I wouldn't be taking the stuff in if there wasn't a problem. Because why would they, right? I mean, it'd be, So I think there's some room for, and of course I'm seeing some treasures. There's stuff that people get rid of that, and I'm going, wow, I like that stuff. I want to put something together for myself, So, and there's a lot of that. I mean, and I just had somebody talk to me about, what is that, what they call that, practical science. I guess they end up with a lot of stuff too that, cake pans, and I guess that's just crazy. One guy says he's got 500 of them he's gotten out of that. So, me might be, I'm not gonna wreck his gig, but he says, I want to get rid of them. So we're gonna try to work something on that program, But, hopefully we can do something.
Yeah, I think it's a very good service that you offer, and I think that, figuring out the kinks and getting information out would be good. I mean, obviously, the city, for 2020, is clean up the city. That's our campaign. Not only in garbage, but in drugs. It's gonna get cleaned up. So, you know, having a service like yours available in the community at a time like this is a very good thing. And if you would be so kind before you leave to jot down your information again, because your name again, first name,
John.
John. Just write down your information again, and then maybe the council can get together and we can discuss, you know, how we can possibly work in conjunction with you and help clean up the city.
Because I think, you know, I'm close enough. It's really close. I mean, a lot of people, they don't want to travel any farther. That's what I gather. You know, you got Nakusa Steel and that, they don't want to go that far. And that's, you know, and sometimes it's even the tires. You tell them, hey, you know, they're costing me $3.50 a piece. They'll give me the $3.50. Yesterday, I work every day, so yesterday I helped the guy out. He says, "You get rid of these for me?" I said, "They're going to cost you $3.50 a piece." He paid me, but I saved him from driving up there. You know, and he says that, I told him, I said, let's put it on, you know, my other pile, you know what I mean? I got a trailer that we've been putting them on or whatever, but I think that also that you're gonna incorporate the dumpster, your garbage containers you were saying. This year, you're gonna have bigger containers or something at Clark, is it?
Yeah, they have, Clark is, in fact, I'll be discussing it, but yeah, people, they're just gonna have to be changing how they do their recyclable items.
Because that's, like I said, that's another thing where they could call up and say, hey, we're living here, and I got this stuff, can you swing by and pick it up? And see, as long as they're in a somewhat, you know, I mean, this is close.
Right.
So that's not a big deal. I mean, I have people that call me from Brooks and, you know, wherever. I mean, I told them, I said, I can't do it maybe till tonight, because I'm trying to be there, you know, I mean, trying to run business hours and stuff. Or if they want to bring it up, say that's, you know, they got the option if they got the transportation. See, a lot of them, like I said, some of them, they can't lift it. You know, they got stoves or whatever. You know, last summer it was crazy. Some people, one guy says, I got 2 stoves. He didn't tell us it was upstairs. So thankfully I had two young guys that I said, come along with me, I'll buy you dinner tonight. Not even knowing. I made them boys work, you know, and they were happy about it though, because they saw the lady smile. You know, the one kid brought that up. I didn't say anything, you know, we got done, and he says, she smiled because you did that. And I said, you know there's no money, you know, $5 a piece, you know, the dinner cost these guys eat more than you got out of it. But I started getting work out of the family. And like I said, in the long run, I look at the long picture. They would have never met me if I wouldn't have done that.
Okay, well, I love the idea, John, and the council will
And I,
discuss it.
like I said, I'm here to stay. I'm not, you know, I spent some time moving up here, and we're gonna fix the building, we're gonna do all that. And I said, I'm gonna be here for the rest of my breathing days, I hope.
Well, thanks, John, too, for moving into the community. We
Yeah,
appreciate that.
thank you. Thank you, and I appreciate everybody.
Thank you.
Was that all we had for petitions and communications, Janet?
I believe so.
Okay.
4 of them are all together.
Okay, very good. Then we're going to go ahead and go into the report of standing committees. Finance Committee.
Okay. We met December 16th, and Public Works General Fund and the Water Sewer were over the budget for 2019. Work development contract was tabled, and PEGX billing was paid $2,718 from the sewer funds for a bill that was due, so that's all I have.
Okay. And personnel, anything for you?
Nothing.
Okay. And policy and procedure?
The thing that we had the meeting is we had another business with 2-hour parking, wanting to have some signs. And we needed just some verbiage done on some of our job descriptions. So that's it.
Very good. Well, I'm going to go ahead and do a report of the standing offices, which is me. And I'm going to do a recap. I know that sometimes in the newspaper, they don't get the recaps in, but hopefully you'll be able to help me out on this one, Bill.
Okay.
Okay, I made a comment, I believe, the last council meeting in regards to the changes for the recycle bins. And it has caused some problems in the city where everyone's been calling, and I'm sorry, I guess I misunderstood. So I'm gonna do a clarification. Clark is having us recycle items, and you can do that in a garbage can, a tote, a plastic container, or a box, but it does have to be separated if it's a plastic, if it's a pop can, or if it's
Commingled.
commingled.
It's all commingled, loosely.
Okay,
Can't put it in the bag.
so plastic, paper, metal, and glass,
Yeah.
all commingled, but not in bags.
Plastic bags.
No plastic bags. Zero plastic bags. Clark Disposal has stated that they will not be picking up any recyclables in bags. And the bags will be left and they will be red flagged. So if you go out and you see that you still have a bag out by your house and it's red flagged, do they literally put a red flag on it?
A red sticker.
A red
Yeah.
sticker.
Just wondering, because some may say I didn't get a flag and I
Not
just.
that I've ever had that.
Yeah, we want to make sure that this is clear.
Or it's just gonna be left,
Yeah,
one or the other.
No matter what. I believe that our recyclables are this next following weekend, so everyone make sure that whatever you have in recyclables, that it's not in a bag and it's in either a garbage can, tote, plastic container, or a box, and we do have the recycle bins still available here at $15 if you need one of those. So, that's all clear. Did I do okay on that one, Janet? Right now, we're just gonna move on over to new business. And so, we're gonna introduce, adopt, ordinance amending and creating 10-1-20E1D, restrictions on parking, posted limitations, East June Street.
I'll make motion to adopt the ordinance amending and creating 10-1-20E1D, restricting on parking posted limitation. East
I'll
June
s-
Street.
Sorry, I'll second that.
And Janet, take the vote, please.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
No.
Robinson.
Yes.
Approved personnel policy manual, expedited eligibility list and appointment process.
I'll make a motion, we approve the personnel policies manual, expedited eligibility list, and appointment process.
I'll
I'll-
second it.
Okay, and Janet, take the vote, please.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
No.
Robinson,
Abstain.
Scott.
Yes.
Okay, approve revised job description for street superintendent.
I'll make a motion to approve the revised job description for street superintendent.
I'll second that.
Janet, take the vote, please.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
No.
Robinson,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade.
Yes.
Okay, and next is approve payment of the bills.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of the bills.
I'll second it.
Okay, and Janet, take the vote, please.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue.
Yes.
Okay, at this time, we'll be adjourning from open session and immediately reconvening into closed session for the purpose of considering employment, promotion, compensation or performance evaluation data of public employee over which the government body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility. Public employees' performance, SS 19.85, 1C, and for deliberating and negotiating the purchase of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specific public business, whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session, 19.85, 1E, land sale transactions. Very good.
I'll make a motion to adjourn from open session and immediately reconvene in closed session.
I'll second it.
Janet, take the vote, please.
Plum,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Wade,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Okay, these times, gentlemen, I have to have you leave the room.